Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from about to be rainy Costa Rica. Today's topic is going to be how the seeds of doubt are planted. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please subscribe. So in every narcissistic relationship, there are seeds of doubt that are planted all throughout the relationship, from the beginning when you first meet the narcissist up until and including the very end of the relationship. And seeds of doubt are something that are not good, because doubt is uncertainty, and uncertainty is when you're in the fog and you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's up or down, in or out. And you can't put your finger on it because why? Because seeds of doubt have been planted by the narcissist. Remember, the narcissist plays a game of manipulation, of lies, deceit, destruction, devastation, of taking and absolutely crushing individuals. Yeah, I know it's a little dramatic, but it's real. And the narcissist plays this game by planting seeds of doubt. That's why with the narcissist, many times they have little groupies or little sects of friends, little tiny little bubbles of people that they keep separate from other people. And you never really quite get to know who these people are because they're inserted randomly, daily, weekly, monthly. It's almost as if they're kind of like the flavor of the month. They just get recycled over and over again, which essentially is true in some capacities, until the narcissist paints these individuals black and they are gone, at least for a period of time. But getting back on track, seeds of doubt are examples like perhaps you were with the narcissist and you were driving down the road and you're like, oh, that's a nice restaurant. That looks like a brand new restaurant. And they're like, no, it's been there. What are you talking about? That's been there for a year. And you're like, what? What are you talking about? Gaslighting. It's a seed of doubt. They do this throughout the whole relationship. Other ways, the narcissist comes home from work and you're talking with the narcissist. Keep in mind, all these examples, you don't know they're a narcissist, but now you do because you're on my channel. Again, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. Way to become educated, empowered, and awakened. But the narcissist comes home from work and they say that so-and-so at the office said that they looked amazing that day. And you're like, and they also said to you that, well, how come you never compliment them? Triangulation, seed of doubt. You see, what the narcissist is doing there is making you give them compliments, making you pay attention to them even more than you already are, which I'm sure was a mountain of paying attention to them. But they want you to do even more so. Why? Because they want to control you and manipulate you and believe that you're not doing enough for them and or for the relationship. But triangulation is another seed of doubt, because you're like, wow, that person actually said that about you? Yeah, you look amazing, but you look the same as you do every other day. So, I mean, should I be complimenting you? No, but the narcissist is planting a seed of doubt, so you offer compliments when in fact they're not natural to you. In other words, you'll give a compliment when you think it's appropriate. You don't just hand them out. At least that's my hope. Other seeds of doubt are when, a very simple one, you're at the store, you have a long list of grocery items to purchase, and you've made sure that the list is proper, and you go to the store and you buy everything, you come back home, and the narcissist says, what about this? And you're like, well, it wasn't on the list. And they're like, no, but I told you. And you're like, I asked you, I have the list right here, and we double checked it, and oh, but didn't you check your phone? I texted you. Things like that, seeds of doubt. So the next time you go to the store, what's going to happen is you're going to call the narcissist and say, hey, do we have everything? Because I don't want to have to come back to the store, and I'd like to get everything properly. So, and then what are they going to do? Maybe they won't answer the phone. Maybe they'll wait till you pull in the driveway, and then because they know now that you're here, and they'll say, oh yeah, we need one more item. And you're like, really? I have to go back to the store again? But what do? That's right, you go back to the store again because you don't know what's going on, and you have seeds of doubt planted there again because the narcissist is controlling you and manipulating you. They're manipulating your thought patterns, the way you think, the way you feel, the way you act. They're dominating everything about you, but you're doubting yourself. Eventually you get to the point in these relationships where you doubt your ability to make a decision. Like, should I buy this kind of ketchup? If I do, what's going to happen? If I don't, what's going to happen? I'm not sure. I better contact the narcissist. And when you try to contact the narcissist, either A, they're unavailable, or B, they just say, do whatever you want. And then when you do whatever you want, if you do it, it's still the wrong decision, because remember, the narcissist is playing games with you. And no matter which one you pick, it's not going to be the correct one. I hope you follow that. But seeds of doubt are planted all throughout the relationship. Another one, mysterious people start texting or calling or commenting on the narcissist's social media. And you're like, what's with all these people commenting? I don't even know these people. Who are they? And they're like, oh, they're just old friends. No big thing, you know. We were friends back in blah, blah, blah. And you're like, okay. And then you're noticing that these conversations are getting a little too chummy. and you have seeds of doubt, and now you're like really want to know what's going on. What's happening there? You're being controlled and manipulated again, every way possible. And so you get to the point in the relationship where you're doubting if you're doing enough. And in fact, I'm certain you were, because you were giving to a fault. Most likely you had no boundaries, and or the boundaries that you had were being decimated and crushed because the narcissist knew that you would continue to work and spin around on that hamster wheel, working for them and working for the relationship, when in fact the narcissist wasn't lifting one finger to work for the relationship themselves. All they were doing is taking away your resources, your time, your money, energy, effort, everything about you. They were crushing you, but you didn't know it back then. You know it now. But the seeds of doubt are always planted. How about this one? The relationship is over. You get discarded, hypothetically. Or even if you didn't, say you ended the relationship, it's fine. But the point is, even then, you have to replay this whole relationship back in your mind, and you have to get light bulb moments and figure out what actually happened. Did that happen? I'm not sure. Did I do the right thing? I don't know. Was I really there? Could I have done more? Was it my fault? All these things, these are seeds of doubt that were planted in your mind during the relationship, and certainly after the relationship, by the narcissist. Why? Because the narcissist wanted to keep you in the narcissistic fog. They wanted to keep you in a zombie-like state. It's true. A place where you just are completely their puppet, their pawn, and you will do anything, because you know that if you stand up for yourself or you call the narcissist out, you will experience a rage fit or gaslighting or stonewalling, or you will experience a silent treatment, or the narcissist will disappear or ghost you. No matter what of any of those words mentioned, they're certainly giving you the smear campaign. I can assure you, once the devaluation stage began, which was the ending of the euphoric/love bomb stage, you were being smeared 100%. And the smear campaign perhaps was going on for decades, years, months, but it was certainly going on. And this is the individual that you thought that you were in love with, and perhaps you were in love with. But did the narcissist love you? No, they didn't. What they wanted to do was continue to plant seeds of doubt, so you were working harder for them, so you were working harder for the relationship. You were working for a relationship that could never be mended. Why? Because it was never stable to begin with. You just thought it was. This relationship that you were in, it was doomed from the minute you met the narcissist. I know it's tough love. It's difficult for you to understand and process, but it's a fact. Because every narcissistic relationship not only has an expiration date, but they're also destined to fail. Because eventually one of two things happens. Eventually, either you wise up and you remove yourself from the relationship, which is a good thing, but you still have a long road of healing to go through. Or B, you get discarded, which is not a good thing, and you have to put the pieces of the puzzle together and put all of your life back together, because you certainly have lost a lot of family members or friends, basically your support system, your resources, and you're isolated. And that's where the narcissist wants you. They want you isolated. They want you not believing in yourself. They want you doubting yourself. They want you believing the seeds of doubt that they have planted. That's exactly what they want. They want you not believing in yourself. So I'm going to fast forward now. Once you come through the fire and you rise up through the ashes like a phoenix, and you've processed things, perhaps even experienced the dark night of the soul, which I did a video on, one of my favorite videos ever, and that is one of the scariest experiences I've ever had in my entire life. But once you come through this and you understand that you had to go through that relationship, and that the seeds of doubt were just that, they were seeds that were being planted to manipulate you, to have you doubting yourself, to having you doubting your actions, to having you doubting anything about the stability or lack thereof of the relationship, that's when you get the power. That's when things change. That's when things shift in your favor, because you now see through the mask of the narcissist. You now see that this person never cared about you, certainly never loved you. They wanted to just take from you because they're a parasite, and you were the host. No longer are you the host. You're now a beautiful, bright, shining light. You are a radiant, abundant individual with so much to offer this planet. And my hope is you are gaining wisdom, sharing wisdom, becoming awakened and empowered, and understanding that you have so much going for you. You just may not realize it yet. But the seeds of doubt are something that it takes a while to process, because number one, why would anyone try to plant a seed of doubt in your mind? You wouldn't want to do that. That's not nice. It's not healthy. It's abusive. It's destructive. But yet that's what the narcissist does. Number two, to wrap your head around narcissism in general, that you were affected in a relationship with a narcissist for any period of time, is a whole different thing you have to process. But when you combine the two things and you understand that the relationship you were in, it was not what you thought it was. It was a house of cards. It was nothing but a smoke and mirror show. It was the narcissist putting on the mask, wearing it to trick you for the length of the relationship until they couldn't bear to wear the mask anymore, or until they extracted as much of your resources as possible. Once you realize that, that's when you get the power. That's when you see the world through a different set of eyes, and you understand that, wow, I'm not going to be in that situation ever again. It was toxic. It was something I had to go through, because there's no such thing as a coincidence on this planet. But more importantly, I've learned from it, and now I'm learning, growing, and teaching. And that's what my hope is you will be doing if you're not already. So guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from beautiful Costa Rica. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay true, stay blessed. Continue to become awakened and aware, and understand that the seeds of doubt that were planted, they're not real. So one more example before I go is, like, if you're getting hoovered, or if the narcissist contacted you recently trying to claim that they're the victim, or that they can't live without you, or they've had an epiphany, or that you're the love of their life, or whatever it is, or they've changed, don't believe any of that rhetoric. All it is the narcissist wearing a different mask after time has passed, and they're trying to get you to come back into a dysfunctional relationship that eventually will fail again. The difference is now you have the education, you have the wisdom. You're on my channel and many others, becoming enlightened and empowered. You need to utilize your new superpower to benefit you, if not now, when? In the past, when you fell prey, or when you fell into this relationship, you didn't have the education, so you get a mulligan, you get a pass. Now that you have the education, you need to utilize it, and you need to better yourself. Guys, no matter where you are on the planet, have a great day. Stay true, stay blessed. You are not alone. I love you. Have a great evening or afternoon, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, remember, the seeds of doubt, we now see what they were. We don't fall into that. We don't listen to that false narrative any longer. We live our best lives. God bless you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.